Hi, Cornell Johnson. My name is Nick Alexander, and I'm going to read for you excerpts from the table of contents of my life story, titled Milestones of Me. Chapter 1, Origination. I had a quintessential Midwestern upbringing in the small rural town of Cumming, Iowa. Vast woods, pristine lakes, and rolling fields of Iowa farmland formed the backdrop of my childhood. I spent the majority of my time outdoors enjoying this natural environment, where my hobbies included fishing, hiking, biking, snowboarding, and backyard sports. A defining moment came when I witnessed the destruction of this environment at the hands of a housing development. I was taught my first lesson in externalities, that economic progress can come at the expense of society and the environment. This experience had a profound impact on me and started me down the career path of sustainable development at a young age. I've always had a knack for numbers, and in elementary school I was placed in advanced math courses. In third grade, I competed in the West Des Moines Public School District Math Bowl, where I won first place out of 700 students. This experience piqued my interest in pursuing quantitative subjects such as science and finance. Growing up, I played practically every competitive team sport I could get my hands on, and my dad served as my head coach for most of them. I idolized my father's leadership and took after him as the key organizer of sporting events for my friend group. I've continued this practice through the years. I served as team captain of my collegiate intramural flag football team, and today I'm the proud commissioner of 2 fantasy football leagues for both my work and college friends. But it wasn't all happy days. At the age of 14, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a chronic inflammatory bowel disease with no known cure. Though challenging at times, my battles with this illness were instrumental in establishing my perseverance. They've also taught me that everyone in life has their own personal struggles, and that a little compassion can go a long way. With my character strengths and career mission already starting to take shape, I entered college, the construction phase of my life story. In pursuit of my passion for the environment, I spent the first 5 semesters of college as an environmental science major. However, I was struggling to excel academically, and my studies of environmental science kept pointing toward the issue of climate change. Through science, I was only able to analyze the severity of this problem, and I grew discouraged with taking such a reactionary approach. I knew I needed to make a change and shift my degree to a field that could provide environmental solutions. Midway through my junior year, I took my first business course, and that was the moment when everything started to click. I was able to combine my quantitative skills with my passion by majoring in finance and concentrating in sustainability. My grades quickly improved to A's, and I grew determined in my academic pursuits. In 2013, I was awarded the University of Iowa's first International Leadership Experience and Development Scholarship, where I was afforded the opportunity to study abroad at the University of Newcastle in Australia. I traveled, volunteered, and networked with a diverse group of student leaders from around the world, developing my cultural awareness and ability to lead and collaborate with groups from different backgrounds. It was one of the most enriching experiences of my life and reinforced my interest to eventually work abroad. With a degree under my belt and international exposure, I entered the commercial operation chapter of my life story. I took my first job at IBM as a financial analyst. My experience working in corporate finance for a Fortune 50 tech firm was invaluable, but in order to fulfill my passion for sustainable business, I needed to make the pivot from information technology to clean technology, where my impact could be greater felt. That's when I went to work for Nordex Acciona Wind Power, a top 5 global wind turbine manufacturer, where I held various roles in finance and business development. As manager of project competitiveness, I was able to take a more direct role in impacting the strategic outcomes and revenue growth of our company. Over my first 2 years, I directly supported the transaction of 1.1 gigawatts of wind turbine orders, providing enough clean energy to power over 300,000 American homes for the next 20 years. My time in clean tech manufacturing opened my eyes to the economic feasibility and rapid growth of renewable energy, inspiring my decision that now is the right time to pivot to the project development sector, where I can have the greatest impact toward fulfilling my career purpose, accelerating the adoption of affordable clean energy technology. Chapter 4, Beyond. I hope to add an MBA from Cornell Johnson to my next life chapter, enabling my short-term goal of working as a project development manager for an independent power producer, where I will lead the full-scale efforts to originate and execute renewable energy projects.